So, okay, I go for next one. So I will wait for tomorrow. Like you guys just give me information like whether you have done or not. Okay. So the commands are clear. First of all, okay, we can keep it aside the installation, but I'm asking about like commands. Anyone has any doubt, questions, like any attribute, any parameter, anything like you found like you are not getting, you want to repeat, and it's all fine. Okay. So So yesterday we finished it like basic import command. Okay, actually one thing was left, like how to use minus minus query. So before starting the incremental part, because this is the second stage. Okay, the first one is a very basic import commands. But when I want to do incremental load of the data, like every day the data is coming, but if I run the scoop import second day, so it will load the data entire data because I'm not using an incremental mode. Okay. So I don't want like, suppose today I done 100 record and tomorrow I'm getting a 20 record. So I want only 20 record import only, not like a 120, right? So that thing we can like overcome by the incremental. But before that, we have to do, we have to do like minus minus query attribute. So we have not tried the custom query. So just we tried yesterday basic tables, right? We have got the data from the table. So now I will tell you the one option, right? How to use queries, right? Minus minus query. You can write your custom query, right? Suppose you say, I want to get the data from the two tables joined, right? So you can write the join query and this query will be executed in the database and then you will get the result. And whatever result you are getting, that result will be imported. Okay. So here, if you see minus minus query, this one. So minus minus query is very simple. Just instead of minus minus table, you will use minus minus query. Even you don't need to use minus minus column and minus minus where. So three things are there: minus minus table, minus minus column, and minus minus where clause. All these three can be used as minus minus query because minus minus query will have your table, your where, and you have the field. Okay, minus minus column. So what you can do, you can write your queries column. Suppose I want only two column. So yesterday, you remember, right? We did minus minus column and we give the columns name. So now if you want two columns, just give two columns here. Okay. And when you are giving a table and if you have some where conditions, you can give the ID is greater than one. But here the one thing is like this dollar condition. This dollar condition is must. Actually, it's some configuration thing is there in the scope. So whenever you are even having a no condition, your condition is there or not, it doesn't matter. But this dollar condition will come with the where clause. So if I don't give this dollar condition, what will be the problem? Or if I give the dollar condition only, if I don't have the query, any other condition, I can give it. But dollar condition is must. So I will show you if I don't give the dollar condition, so what happens? So it will give you the error. The dollar condition is must. Okay. It's very, very simple. It will say the dollar condition is must. So here I'm changing my database. I'm using the same table EMP. And I have yesterday we have the two records in the EMP. So I will copy this. So I log in the Hadoop and so so here is this dollar condition is clause is must. Okay, suppose you have condition, so you give the and condition. If you don't have the condition, so dollar condition will come. Okay, so this part will come. This part will come surely. Okay, So whether you have condition or you don't have the condition, you have to bring the dollar condition. Okay. And you can give some directory to, but I'm using already here the delete target dir, so it will like recreate my directory. Okay, so this is the minus minus query. Okay, so minus minus query, even you can use in the minus minus query, like you can use any join query, like you are getting the data from the 2 tables or 3 tables. So you can write any complex query you can write. Okay. So that is not possible in the minus table. Minus table is only for one table. But here, if you want to get the result of multiple tables, and then you can write a query. So minus minus query is called free from query. The free from query clause, minus minus query, is a free from query clause. Okay. And another thing is there. So this is not correct one. I will run this one. It will give the error. Okay. I will show. Another one is sqoop utility is their list databases. Yesterday I was saying, like, I want to find how many databases are there in my MySQL database, right? So how many databases are there? So if I give my URL like this, jdbc colon mysql colon / localhost 3306. So it will give me all the databases list. It will give me the all databases list. Okay. It will give me all databases list. So just I need to provide a username password. I don't need to give the table because this is not doing any import. It is just giving a information. It is giving a information how many databases I have in my MySQL database. If I want to know how many tables are there in a particular database, so then I can give this command. And this is also informative command. So informative command is the command which is giving you the information, about your database, your number of tables, like that kind of command it is. Again, so first we will look at the free from query, then we will run this sqoop list databases and sqoop list table. And one more command yesterday we were not able to do. I will show you import all table. And this is very, very important command, because suppose if I ask you one task, I say you have to import all the tables, right, in a one database. So how will you do that? So there are two approach, right? One approach is you say, okay, I will write a one separate sqoop import command for each table, right? Like this, whatever sqoop import you are doing, you will write one import. So suppose if I say I have 100 tables in a database, so you will not go with that approach, right? Because 100 times you will write a sqoop import command, and 100 times manually you are running the command. Even you can do some automation. You can write that all this tables sqoop import command you can write in the shell script. Okay. So manually you will not be running the sqoop import command, but ultimately your all sqoop import command are running manually and you have created manually. So there is a option sqoop has given, like whenever you want a sqoop import, all table command is there. So just you have to provide your database, in which database you want all the tables, right? So suppose if I'm giving my database name is a sqoop2. So sqoop2 has 2 tables. So it will import both the tables, it will import. But if I say one more condition, I say I have 100 table, you import 98 table. So what is the solution for that? So 98 table you do, so all 100 will come, right? Because you cannot have a control, like when you do sqoop import all table, all 100 will come. So what you need to do? You will delete those 2 tables, right? Whatever data is imported, you will delete it, correct? But that is not a correct approach, right? That is not a correct approach. So what sqoop has done, sqoop has given, sqoop has given exclude table. Suppose you have 2 tables, 3 tables, 10 tables you don't want to import. So just comma separated, give the tables here. So if you give the exclude table and give the comma separated tables, so your tables will be excluded. So that is the benefit of using the sqoop import all tables. You can exclude the table. Okay. All this command is clear. Like one is the one command is a free from query, one is list databases, one is a list table, and one command is a sqoop import all table. Okay. Okay, so first I will be starting the Hadoop. So I will be running directly the sqoop import command. So first we check these two, list databases and list table. Okay, because these are very simple commands. Just copy. Just it will give the, these are my all the databases names are coming. Want to do the list tables, so I have to use sqoop list table. So just I use a sqoop list table. The sqoop list table will be only one table is there, right? Okay, so I'm telling here my sqoop 2 database, how many tables are there? If I check any other database, okay, so if I check, so what are the other databases there? So if I check, okay, in the sqoop 1, I check how many tables are there. So so here I will be checking in the sqoop 1. So we will apply the sqoop import all on that database because at least 2 to 3 tables are there. We can easily come to them. This one is good because this one we can easily check in the sqoop import all how many tables are imported. Okay, because one table is there, you cannot like get the you cannot get the what exactly the sqoop import all table does. Okay, so these two commands we run. Okay, and now let's try first sqoop minus minus query. Okay, so when we come to the minus minus query, so first I go without using the dollar condition. Okay, I'm just copying this and I'm using a dollar condition without dollar condition. So can you see the error? What error is showing? It's saying the dollar condition is a must, right? So in the where clause, and it should be coming in the where clause only. Okay, so dollar condition is must. Okay, so now I'm going to use this command. Okay, so this command I will change some. Okay, I will leave it this because this delete target dir we are using. Okay, so in the sqoop 2, I have a EMP table and I'm going to do ID greater than 1. So only one ID record should be imported, right? Okay. So I will copy this target dir. I will check it. Once the import is done, I will check it. So if I want to check my Hadoop FSLS directory, FSLS. So one file is here, and this file has one record. So Hadoop FSLS. Okay. Okay, so only one record come only for two columns came, right? I gave the ID and column, ID and name. So only two columns came in my dollar condition box. If you see this one, ID and name. Okay. So now we go to sqoop import all table. So sqoop import all table is very easy. Just first we try without exclude table. Okay, we look at like how many. So we will change it to the database is a sqoop. Okay, and one thing is there is a one restriction is there in sqoop import all table. This table will be loaded not in any specific directory. Okay, so you have to check the base directory without root, without slash. If you put it here, so your directory folders will be created here. If any of the directory is already there, it will not create a directory. So you have to make sure when you are using sqoop import all table. So you should check it. What are the tables you don't want, right? These are the 5 tables you don't want. EMP, EMP1, EMP2, employee, employee1. Okay, because this table already there. EMP, EMP1, EMP2, and employee, employee1, employee2. So EMP, EMP1, EMP2. So EMP1 is not there, and employee1, employee2, employee1, employee2. So employee1, employee2 both are not there. So only EMP2 is there. So I have to remove Hadoop FS minus RMR. So EMP1 is not there. So EMP1 is not there. So only EMP2 is there. So only EMP2 is there. So only EMP1 is not there. So only EMP2 is there. So I have to remove Hadoop FS minus RMR. So EMP1 is not there. So only EMP1 is not there. So only EMP2 is there. So I have to remove Hadoop FS minus and just write emp2 because there is no slash, because when you give slash means it will go to the root because it's not on the slash in the, it's not root. So like if you want to remove another second directory, you want to remove another second directory, like this you can give multiple. So this all are moved to the trash. Okay. Now if you do Hadoop FSLS, so you will see there is no emp2 or imply. Okay. Now we do our sqoop import all table command. I'll copy this command. So how many times this sqoop import table repeat? 5 times it will repeat because it will do one by one for 5 tables. So you will see here, first it is going to start for first table, EMP. So EMP is the first table in the sequence. The first table is going to start. It's keep running. Okay. It is, once it is completed, first sqoop import is completed. Now it's completed and now it's started for the second one, emp1 dot jar, right? So emp1 is the second table. Okay. Once this is completed, then it will be going to do next one is an emp2. Okay. Okay. Now next third one is started. So if you have 100 table, how many records are there? Those many records will be imported. So if you have 100 tables, you can import like this, right? So it will import one by one all 100 tables. Okay. So third one is going to complete emp2. So total how many times it will run? Our tables are five tables are there. So this is the fourth one, employee, and next is employee 2. Employee 1. Okay, employee 1 is also there. So in this one, there is no data, the last one, employee 1. Okay. So if I want to check my Hadoop fs minus ls, so I will find here like emp1, this all 5 are created. These all 5 is created, right? This all 5. Okay. Now I check in the data, anyone like emp2 we check. So Hadoop emp2 / part hyphen and hyphen cat command because I'm checking the file. So this is the data in the file. Okay. So okay. So now we remove again all this table. Okay. EMP, EMP, EMP1, EMP2, employee, employee. Okay. Okay. So if I'm going to exclude now, I will say only one table I will, 3 tables I will do, EMP, EMP1, but employee or other tables I will not import. So what I need to do, I have to exclude table employee 1. Whatever I give the exclude, it will be excluded. Okay. So it's simple, like just you have to tell which one you want to exclude. So it will be showing you here skip. So how many tables got skipped? So whenever the tables you are giving in a skipping, so it is skipping those tables. Okay. The two tables are skipped. Is it clear this one? Now we go to the next thing is we have to do incremental load. Okay. So we have covered all the basic import command. So next thing is when we are going to do is sqoop incremental load. So incremental load is I've already discussing, right? Like initially I have some record and first time I imported and second time you added only 20 record. So now is the total is 120, but when you run a normal sqoop import command, it will load 120. Okay. So I want to avoid this. I want only the new record. So there is a way like you can do sqoop incremental mode, append mode. So incremental append, and there the check column is there. The column it will check ID column. So ID column will tell us, right, how many IDs are imported. And it will give, once this command is run, it will give you the last value. It will print the last value, and this last value you remember, the second time when you run the sqoop import, so you have to give the last value manually. Okay. So suppose last time you did 2 record, right? You imported all 2 record and you inserted one more record in the table. So when you give here 2, so whatever one record is imported, loaded in the table, right? So that will come in the incremental load. Okay. But only drawback is here, we have to remember this last value. So how to find this last value? Either you can remember whenever the output will come at the end, you will see this output statement. Or if you can go to the table and you can check the max ID record, you can check, right? So what is the max ID is there. Based on that, you can write in the next command the last value. So first command, you don't need to run with the last value because the last value is no point because you are importing all the data, whatever is there. I mean, right now we have a 2 record in our sqoop 2 database. Okay. And EMP table has the 2 record. So here I'm creating some new directory, incremental import. So if I run this command, how many record will be imported by this command? 2, because at present in my EMP table, 2 records are there. So I will add one more record. I will add one more record and then I will test it. Okay. So first I'm running with all the record and this is my location. I will verify like my 2 records are imported. So this is the first time. So here I'm not using the last value. Here simply I'm using the incremental, just append and check column ID. Okay. Meanwhile, I open the MySQL because I have to add a record over there. So MySQL to -p. Okay. Use sqoop to show tables. Okay. So select. So 2 records are there. Okay. Let me check here. Like you can see the last value, what is coming. So it will tell whatever your last record ID, it will tell the last value. Okay. So, and it is an incremental type. So it is saying this is the incremental import. Okay. So now I will check my directory. Okay. So this is the old date. This is the new date, 908. This date is created 001. Okay. So this one has group access minus cat. So this is the first time record, right? When the records are first time. So 2 records came, same record. Now I'm inserting one more record here, inserting into EMP values, and my ID is third, value is test2, and the age is 45. Okay. Now I will run my sqoop incremental load command with last value. And last value I have to change it, otherwise it will not work. So I have to give the same folder name is here because this folder it should be the same. Otherwise, like like it will not be giving any target directory issue because incremental load is creating every time new file. So there is no problem. So here I will give the last value to whatever I got it, whatever value I got it here, last value to, I will give it here as a last value. So only one record it will import. Now I will copy and this should be the same database. So always keep remember, otherwise it will be like different data will be imported. Okay. So this table, username, password, everything you check it, whatever target directory, and just add this value, whatever your last import has given you. Okay. So how many record you inserted? If suppose you have not inserted any record, so it will import 0. If you have inserted one record, now this time it will show you the last value 3 because sqoop 2 doesn't have EMP. Sqoop 2 have EMP, not EMP1. So sqoop 2 has, last time we run the EMP table, right? So uh, okay. So now I'm giving the EMP table. So next thing I will tell you how we can overcome this last value because manually we have to remember. So there is a way sqoop job and sqoop job will do automatically for you. Okay. And that is very simple and easy way. Like you can create a sqoop job and you can reuse the job. So now last value has become 3. And if you check your sqoop target here, so you will find there one more file 002 is created. Okay. Because 001 is the last and 002 will be next one. So only one record will be there. Third. 000. Think I what target directly I get. Workshop 2. So it will, so that is the reason you should always remember what target directory you are giving every time. Okay. So it should not change. Workshop. Incremental 30. Okay. Uh, Workshop. This is another one more directory. So here I will get my, yeah. So my other incremental, I got the data. So whatever directory you give, it will go there, right? So it will create it. It is created over here. Okay. So if I check the root fs minus that, So you will see your incremental data. Okay, so this is clear, everyone, like 45 test 3, right? This is the data we inserted the last one, right? So this is the same data is coming. Okay, so now if I want to use the incremental import but without last value option, because last value I have to remember. So there is a way like a sqoop job. So you can create a one sqoop job, and there is a command like a sqoop job minus minus create job name, and whatever your import is there, just as it is your import after the driver. Okay, after the driver, like whatever import is there, so driver even you don't use it. So the connect URL is there. Okay, if I don't use the driver, so connect URL. So connect URL from connect to last you have to give, but don't give the last value here because the last value we don't need to provide. It will be incremental append and check column ID. These two column, these two attribute will be there. These two attribute will be there. Okay, and and if I say here, I'm creating some job name is my job one. And one more thing to remember here, whenever you are giving import and there will be space, this space. See, this is a space. Can you see? This space is must. Okay. Actually, this hyphen is changed to single. So I have to correct over there. Okay. So this hyphen and space import. So this is a difference here. Here in between the sqoop import, if you see the syntax is changed here. Instead of a sqoop import, you are writing here sqoop job minus minus create job name and minus minus space import. And after that, your connect command will come. So sqoop job has 5 commands are there. 5 commands are there. Sqoop job create, sqoop job list, sqoop job show, sqoop job delete, and sqoop job execute. The list will be showing you how many jobs you have. A sqoop job show will be showing you particular job metadata. Okay. So whatever this last value things will be automatically update in the metadata thing. Okay. And sqoop job delete will delete your job. But there is a one drawback here. You cannot edit any job. Suppose you created this sqoop job and you say, I want to modify this job. You cannot modify. You have to delete this job. Okay. You have to delete this job. Okay. So when I copy this command, now this import things I told you, right? This hyphen is not coming proper. So it will be 2 hyphen and space will be there. If you don't give the space, okay, so I'll show you this is giving error. So it will not recognize your import option. Okay. So you have to keep in mind when you're creating a sqoop job, minus minus create, give the job name and minus minus, and then you give the space here. And then you can write the as it is statement, whatever you have connect, username, password, table, like all these things. So it will create my job 1111. So it will actually it is not executing the job. It is just creating a job. And now you do sqoop job minus minus list. Now you can see like my job 1111, it is created, right? And if you want to see the metadata of this job, so sqoop job minus minus show my job 1111, right? So you can see, but this sqoop job always ask one more time password of your MySQL. Okay, so you should remember, right, it will ask you the password and it is showing you the metadata. So initially you are not able to see here the last value, but after first time when you execute your sqoop job, automatically your last value thing will come over here, one parameter, and it will keep automatic updating. You don't need to change manually. Okay. Now I'm going to execute this sqoop job. Okay. So sqoop job minus minus exec and then my job 111. Okay. Again, it will ask password because this is security. So it will ask password. Okay. Now it gave the error, something like in the 1111. So I'm giving port connect, okay, localhost is to database. Username password is password table emp. So, okay, actually my what password I entered, right? The second time password. That password was wrong. Okay, it's working. So this is the first time import is being done. Okay, and we will test it. We will and so how many records are inserted? So it is saying three because now it's again from the scratch, right? I'm doing again from the scratch. So how many record will be there? Now total number of records are three, right? And all three records are retrieved. So if I show you metadata, password, if I show you the metadata, so you will see here one last value option came automatically. Okay, incremental last value, right? Now I'm going to insert one more record to check whether my import incremental is working or not. I mean, so far nothing incremental. So I'm adding a one more record. Let's see. So I have added the 4 ID. This ID should be changed, right? Because otherwise I can't come to know incremental, right? And okay. So if you run you have to run the job. You don't need to run sqoop import because job is already associated with the import command. So if you run your sqoop job execute, enter, it will ask one more time password. Okay. So you will see now fourth record is imported and we will check in which directory. So the process is same. In this directory, it will create a multiple file. How many times you will do import, those many number of times the new file will be created. Okay, so retrieve only one record because it's an incremental load. Okay, so first we see our scoop job show, right? We check metadata. Okay, so now our metadata is saying the last value become 4. The last value got 4 automatically. Okay, now we check the files. Okay. Okay, so if I check in the incremental 3, incremental 9, so I will see the latest incremental came 923. This is the latest. And before that 921, 915, right? So these are all incremental. Okay. So if I check this particular incremental, so these are other dates. Okay, this is not so this folder was already there. So if I check these two, so this is the 003 incremental import file. So if I check, do fetches chat command. So you will see the last one is there, fourth one is there. Okay, if you check 2, you will get second one, right? So first time it imported 3 record, the 1, 2, 3, and the second time incremental import it imported 1 record. Is it clear this one? Scoop job 1, right? So and scoop job we can delete also. So if I give the command scoop job minus delete my job 111. So now job is deleted. So if you do scoop job minus list, you will not get the my job 111. Okay, so job is deleted. So anytime if you do anything wrong in the job import command, so you have to create a new job. You have to delete it and then create it. Okay. And another type of modified timestamp mode is there. Okay, like same like an incremental append. One more is there, incremental modify. Suppose some of the data is modified in your table, but for that we need some timestamp column because we cannot do on the ID column. So the incremental append we can do the check column ID, but incremental, another one incremental is a modified timestamp mode we can do on the date column. So if that example is not in this one. So incremental mode in a scope or modified timestamp. So modified timestamp mode only for the date column, right? Something like a timestamp column, right? One is a mode append mode. Second mode is last modified. So some column I should have in my table, last column, right? Some date column like order date. So I want to check like how many records are inserted or updated, right? So modified timestamp can handle both. Okay. So you have to, so you want to get the some data is updated, the existing data. So some existing data is updated. So you can by using the last modified, right? So you can get the updated data. So your data will be, so if you are using the same directory, it deleting the old files and creating new part. Okay. And then it is modifying the, so it is basically like modifying means like whatever value is updated in your MySQL DB, it will bring that one. Okay. So generally what it does, it will take the latest snapshot. It will delete your existing file in your Hadoop file system, entire file. Okay. Because insert is very easy. Just add the rows. Okay. But modifying is better, like it deletes the entire file and get it data again. Okay. So that is basically the modified timestamp mode. So you can check here the example, like in link. Okay. And try this one and let me know anyone has got the difficulty, like how to do modified timestamp mode. Okay. So these two mode once you complete, next thing we will do like MySQL Hive import. So far we are done only SDFS import, right? Next we will do the Hive import. So tomorrow I will show you the how to import the data into Hive table without writing data into SDFS. Okay, so there are the commands are there. To check my already one text file is there. So it's to import section. This is session 3, that is a Hive one. Okay. So these are the Hive command. Okay. I will upload it all the one. Okay, this is the final one. Okay, so will it do tomorrow? And then we will see the next one is the flu. And then we will be going to start the Spark in the weekend. Okay. So Hadoop is going to complete in this week, like Friday, and then we will go Spark from the weekend. Okay. Okay, thank you.